Okay, I think you can just write on now.
Okay.
But please, just in case in case such messages pop up, just pick it up and just admit. You'll have seen it at the top. Just admit straight.
Okay.
It doesn't stop
I'll do that.
stop your flow of your screen sharing.
Okay.
Please, you can share now.
Okay. Okay, so as I was saying, I wanted to explain some of the icons we have on the front page before the settings, before the trade settings. So for this one shot, let's start with one shot. For this one shot, what it does is, if right now is on circle, if you look at the top here, you see circle. Right now, this currency pair is on circle. Circle means as soon as you get profit, when the app buy the currency pair for you and sells, it will buy again. If it's on circle, it will continue to buy and it take profit. After taking profit, it will buy again. That's what we mean by circle. But if it is on one shot, like now, let me put it on one shot. If I click one shot, this part at the top here, sorry, at the top here, you see one shot. That means currently the trade is on one shot, meaning after buying and selling once, it will close, it will disappear, you won't see it again. That was what I was trying to explain when I was talking about sync strategy, that if you want to stop doing copy trading, as you want to stop following a professional, once you've cancelled the sync strategy, just come and change it to one shot here. So that once it sells for you, it closes, it disappears, the currency pair disappears, it doesn't come again until you go back to the settings and restart it. So that's for one shot. Now for this cell here, it is advisable that you should not touch that cell. That cell means if you want to liquidate, close it, maybe in profit or in close trade. So it's only if you use your own hand to close it. That's the function of that cell. So even if you are an experienced trader and you want to use that sell function, that means you want to sell when you are in profit. Don't ever make the attempt of selling if you are still have a floating loss. That means you want to close it in loss. But the app itself will sell for you if it is not in profit. So that sell function is something you should not touch. But it is just there if you want to decide to sell yourself. That's why they put it there. Most times you use buy to replenish. What do you are on a trade and the trader you want to cut floating loss? Let's say your floating loss has gone as far as minus 10%, and you want to cut it short to like 5%, and you want it to enter profit. Click on the buy price. Once you click market, accepting the price at which market is now. You are not, if you want to put a market price there, you can't be too sure because you don't even know if market will get there or not. So just click on market price. Once you click on market price, in this amount of margin call space, you have to double the amount that is being currently traded. The amount that is being currently traded is the one at the top where the right position amount. This one, this position amount here. So if you want to replenish, you have to double it to, this one is 50.606. Now you have to double to like 100. So you have to put 100 here and you click confirm. Once you do that, your floating loss will be reduced and sooner or later you'll be in profit. But before you do that, you should be experienced in how to read candles or how to know if market is going to reverse. So you don't just replenish if you don't know how to do that. So if you don't know how to do that, it's better for you to just avoid it so that you won't replenish at the wrong price. And if you replenish at the wrong price, you might get frustrated because the market to continue to go down and to continue to exhaust your balance. So if you don't know how to replenish, just let it be. Do not touch it. So that's that for buy. Then for stop margin call, this one, stop margin call. Stop margin call is if you want the app to stop making new buys. For example, below here we have margin calls. That's the percentage at which market continues to buy. But if you click on stop margin calls, it will stop buying. It will stay at that price. It will not buy new position for you until market returns to that price or until you replenish. So that's the function of stop margin call. You want it to stop taking new buys. Maybe for one reason or the other, you want to stop taking new buys, or maybe you don't have enough funds again. You can't afford to buy more. So you just leave it at the amount that is currently buying now, and you let it buy more calls again. That's the function for stop margin calls. For strategy mode, for strategy mode, sorry. For strategy mode here, strategy mode is for you to decide. Let me open it. Maybe you want to use the function of the warehouse mode, sub-in mode, or sub-in mode real time. There's a lot of explanation about this sub-in mode. I don't want us to go through that because it's going to take much of our time. So that's why I said you can go to the home page. If you want to know about that, I'll go to home page. I'll go to using help. Sorry. Yeah, this one. There is the explanation, a better explanation about sub-in mode where you understand how it works. So I don't want us to go to that now. So let me see what other things we need to do before we wrap it up. So let me talk about this first preset buy in price. This happens when you want to change the strategy. And when I say changing a strategy, that means you want to reset what you have here. You want to change the strategy, even if a trade is running presently on it. To change your strategy, you want to change your parameters. What you just need to do is go to trade setting. First of all, before you do that, you click on pause. Once you pause, that means you are holding the previous settings. Once you pause it, then you click on trade setting. Then you can change whatever you want to change on this page. Once you are done, whatever or equal to the previous buy amount, is either it remains as 10. If it was 20, either it remains as 20 or more than 20. Don't do less than 20 when you are resetting because you might go negative. So it is either you're on 20 buy amount or you are more than 20 if you want to reset your strategy. So I don't know if you can still see me. Sorry, the screen. Sorry. Okay. Okay, I'm on track. So that's if you, so after changing your setting on in price, once you click that, it will ask you what buy amount are you setting for your new strategy. If it was 20 and you want to leave it at 20, type 20 there. If you have changed it to 30, you have to put 30 there and click confirm. I don't want to click confirm now because I'm not ready to set this one. So once you click confirm, it will tell you that, okay, by the time this pair enters profits and wants to buy again, it's going to buy based on the new setting and it's going to follow your preset price of buy amount. That's for one of these first preset buying price. You are telling the app that once you are done with my previous setting, continue with my new setting. That's the function of this first preset by price amount. So that's that. So I think we've covered most of this part, and I don't know if we have any question about all the explanation I've made. You can please indicate and ask your question. I think that's all for now.
Thank you
Mr.
so much,
Adeleke, I don't know. Yeah.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
You've done great.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adeleke.
Okay, please, if you have any questions, please, Mr. Timtayo is still very much around. You can please ask your questions. Please, Mr. Timtayo, can make me the host, make CulverTrust the host, so that I can share the next part of.
Sorry, hold on.
All right, sir. Okay. So I hope we all understand everything. We're trying to record so that we can. Thank you. Okay. So that we can have access to study this much later. Okay. So I'm going to just quickly talk about the networking strategy. Mr. Temtayo earlier in the day shared a new strategy with me, requesting that I share it with everyone in the house. Okay, somebody is saying, how do I move my profits to Binance? That's from networking. Okay, I think Mr. Temtayo, do you want to address this before I?
Oh, okay. Okay. It's, let me read the question again. It said, how do I move my profit to Binance? Okay. Now, once the app makes profit for you, your profit automatically drops on Binance. There is no need to move any money. Automatically, the app as it's trading, it doesn't take your money from Binance. It trades the money inside Binance. It doesn't take it out.
Talking about networking, the money from networking.
Networking.
So you can share your screen so that you can show the process.
Okay.
If you can use your Binance
to Binance.
You can use your Binance as an
example. Okay. If he's talking about networking, okay, let me just show you that quickly.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So now, this is my assets. You go to mine as usual. Go to assets. You click on assets. Once you click on assets, you click on withdrawal. Once you click on withdrawal, always note this chain name, this chain name, because that's what you're going to use when you get to your Binance. So you are withdrawing an amount from here. Once this page is open, you go to your Binance. Let me open my Binance now, please. Okay. Okay. When you get to your Binance, you click on wallet. Sorry, it's still loading. Once you click on wallet, you go to spots. When you get to spots, you click on deposits. When you get to deposit, you click on USDT.
Or you search for USDT.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Okay. So on this part, you should always remember to click on TRC20. That's the network chain for RoyalQ. Always remember it's this one. Do not send to another network. It might not even allow you to send to another network. So always remember to check this TRC20. So when you click on the TRC20, it gives you the deposit address for TRC20. So you copy it, click on that copy here to tell you wallet address has been copied. You now go back to your RoyalQ. You paste the address here. Paste. Then write the amount that you want to transfer. Let's say you want to transfer $50. You put it there. But there's always a transaction fee when you are transferring money outside RoyalQ. If you are transferring money within RoyalQ, there is no charge. It's free. But if you are transferring money from RoyalQ to another address, if you charge you $2. So before you transfer any money, always make sure you're transferring an accumulated amount of money so that you won't just be having $22 charges every time. So once you do that, you click on confirm. I can't click confirm now because I'm not ready to transfer money. So you click on
No,
confirm.
you can even click. It will ask you for a trading password.
It is, yeah, exactly. It is asking me,
Since you enter the
exactly.
trading
That's true.
password.
That's true. That's true. I'm just trying to be careful. Don't mind it.
I've been
So
blown
you click
before, so I
confirm.
know.
Yeah. So once you click confirm, here is going to ask you for change transaction password. This change transaction password, if you don't have it, if you haven't set it before, you just have to click on it. You click on it now, then you set a new password for it. Usually it's always asking for a 6-digit password. So once you set it and click confirm,
I guess there may be somebody in the waiting room.
Binance. Just make sure that you go to your Binance wallet, go to Spot Wallet, go to TRC20, USDT deposit TRC20, and share your deposit address. So that's just it. Straightforward.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
No.
All right, let's get
Okay,
back to being the host.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. It's a delight.
Welcome.
Okay, I guess that question was clearly answered, sir. All right. Okay. Let's quickly get to this, and then we can call it an evening. All right. So I just want to talk about the networking strategy. I'm excited that a number of us have started, pulling in prospects, activating some of our prospects from my app. I can see some strong movers. I may not want to mention names, but I can see some people who have 3, who have 2 people that they've activated. Some have 4, and on and on like that. So in that light, I want to mention this. Remember that when we had the initial training, we mentioned about this Power of 5 strategy, and this is going to enable us to reach our destination very fast. So for you to, when you activate, you become V1 automatically, right? But for you to move to V2, you need a total of 20 people, and at least 3 of them should be V1. No, a total of 20 people for you to move to V2. But for you to move to V3, you need to have 3 people who are on V2, and then a total of 100 people. Now, if you follow the Power of 5, as I explained when we started this journey, what this says is that the maximum number of people you should sign up in the beginning is 5 people. Any other person that you are bringing on board to sign up, please do not sign them up under you, so that your journey to V3 can be fast. So if you have about 20 prospects, please only sign 5 of them directly under you. And then the remaining 15, please put those 15, slot them under 3 of these 5 people. Because what you need are just 3 people. So you are taking 3 of these 5 people, and then you are focusing on them. So if 3 of these 5 people have 15, are going to share 15, maybe you want to give them 5. And then if they too are doing their own bits, they are also now putting their own prospects under those 5. That way, by the time the number reaches 20 in total, you will move to V2 automatically. But it will also help you, because by the time you need to move to V3, some of these 3 people are already on the pathway to V2. So your movement to V3 is actually very dependent on how soon 3 of these people move to V2 or join you on V2. So I have somebody who has registered over 20 people directly under himself. And yes, he has made so much money. $30 times more than 20 people is over $600 in networking. I shared that screenshot on the group this morning, and it's quite exciting. But then the issue here is that he's going to have to do that same job 3 times for him to move to V3. So yes, he will be making $50, on the trades, on networking bonuses and all that. but he cannot move to V3 unless he does the same job he did 3 times on each of the 3 people, at least on one of the 3 people under him. So now he's told me that he has put 2 people under under three of his downlines. But the question is, he still has 18 to go. And in the case where these 3 people are not even, or any of all these people are not even trying to pull their weight, they're not trying to pull people in, activate prospects and all that. They're not seeing the value in it and they're not doing anything. It means that it all depends on him to ensure that all those 3 people have 20 people each. That means he needs to get 60 people for him to get to V3. Meanwhile, he could have simply come up with, you know, 15 people under. If you register just 3 people and then he puts the remaining 17 under the 3 people, he would have got to V2 still. But these other 3 people would have had about 6 each. And then it's now to push it forward up to 20 each so that he can move to V3. So I want to encourage everyone, please ensure that you keep tabs on the number of people that you are registering or activating directly under you. It will help you to get to V3 on time. Getting to V2 is very easy, but getting to V3 is a little harder. But to make it easy, set your maximum at 5. So if you are doing 5 and you're getting $30 on each of them, that is $150. That way, $150 is coming to you as activation bonus. But the remaining, please give it to the people under you so that you can benefit on the long term. When you move to V3, when you get to V2, any activation that you do directly will be 40%. When you get to V3, every activation you do will be 50% of the person's activation money. Please let me note this too. From September 9th, that is in 7 days' time, the activation cost on RoyalQ is increasing to 120 USDT from 100. So please tell everyone that intends to activate to please activate between today and the 8th. Remember, RoyalQ uses Singapore time. So that means that the September 9th is going to start at 5 p.m. on September 8th in Nigeria. So that means all activations that will go with this same 100 USDT have to be done before 5 p.m. on September 8th. So please tell everyone that has demonstrated interest that the price for activation is going up by 20 USDT. But at least you still have 1 week. But it has to be before next week, Wednesday, before Wednesday next week at 5 p.m. So that the earlier they can get in, they know that they're activating for that 100 USDT. It's only when they're going to renew next year that it will be 120. But again, if anyone is registering with 120, you are getting 30%. So it's not as though you are still getting just $30. It is 30% that you're getting, which is 36. So you make more money on the activation still, and everybody makes more money on the activations. But again, I'm reiterating this, please. 5 people maximum. 5 people maximum for a start. When you get to V2 or V3, when you're on V2 or when you're on V3, I think at that level you can begin to, pull anybody directly. In fact, at that level, you want to even increase the number of people to 8, to 5, to 8. So 5 people is sufficient for you to enter V3. Direct 5 people. Oh, sorry. Okay, so you just need 5 people directly to enter V3. And then after that, for V4 and co, you can now, increase to 5, 6, 7, 8 people. But stay on 5 and then put the rest under the downlines so that you can get to V3 on time. I hope that's clear. That's just what I was going to share about the strategy for networking. If you have any questions, please, you're free to ask before we call it a night. So, Mr. Timothy, you want to share something about this networking?
Not really. You said a lot about it already. I'll just advise that if you can It's an added advantage if you have more referrals under you. It gives you extra cash trade. It's not everybody that has enough fund to trade. So if you can refer people, you earn more. You earn more than what you make on your platform.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
make double of it. So it's a good way to raise funds. People have
Absolutely.
much as 2 million, 3 million, and talk about patience for them.
Apologies, my network went bonkers for a moment. Okay, so please, if you have any questions, this is the time to ask before we close the meeting tonight. Temitope, do you have any questions? Victor, Yinka, Shagwaila, any questions before we call it a night? Okay, so we're calling it a wrap now. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in tonight. It's been a pleasure. I must say that yesterday, between yesterday, 5 p.m. yesterday and 5 p.m. today, on 4 money bonuses, on quantitative bonuses, I personally earned $1.6, about $1.68. That is sufficient to cover all my 4 money, you know. And so
for
my,
that day. Yeah, that's good.
yeah, my $20  4 money is still intact, untouched. In fact, it has increased because total that I've got on all the 4 money bonuses is about $12. Should be more than that now, and this is more reason why I encourage people to try to refer people as much as possible. So I have about over $13 from 4 money bonuses because these things cover for your 4 money. You don't get to spend anything anymore. So as the team under you increases in size, your 4 money gets taken care of by the little, tiny, tiny, tiny bonuses that you're getting. And that way you don't have to top up your 4 money for any reason you know. I have personally pledged to support everyone as much as I can, as I'm getting other people to get activated, I'm already placing them under some people. Some people already are feeling it. They've got $30 from those activations. I'm going to continue to do that for every one of us. I want to just, I want you to be able to also demonstrate the fact that you are committed to building your team. You're committed to getting as high as possible. And I'm just going to be complimenting your effort, with whatever is coming from my end. So please don't wait for me. This is your money. This is your victory that we're looking at. $250 every day on the average for an average of $5,000, $7,500 every month. That's the target. So
And
please,
if I can add to that, please.
yes, please.
Sorry, Adeleke. Yeah, like me now, I started with $80 with one coin, and since then I've not added money from my $100 just because I refuse. Apart from profit, I've about from added to my balance account and balance. So just by the amount. So I thank you, Mr. Lake.
Thank you so much, sir. So that's as good as it is. I think we'll call it a
Yeah.
night. Thank you everyone for taking time out tonight. I'm very tired and I know everyone here must have had a long day. So please enjoy your night. Have a good night rest, everyone. Good night.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Good night.